Watch until the end for a special Easter egg.
Iran's moral policing brigade arrested a 22-year-old named Mahsa Amini. Her crime? Not wearing a headscarf.
There is so much anger on the streets of Tehran and other Iranian cities. A crackdown by authorities has not stopped these defiant Iranians. According to one human rights group, several protesters have been killed and injured in these countrywide demonstrations, sparked by the death of a young woman while in the custody of the country's morality police.
Meanwhile, in the United States, where are those morality police when you actually need them?
Murder. I'm BDF, nigga, baby, daddy free. That mean I ain't got a nigga, baby, coming out of me. So I'm ABORTING. On my way to the clinic, I forgot the plan B. Let's go.
Is it any surprise that apparently there is an out-of-control STD situation in the United States? Oh, and calm down. My morality police comment was just a joke, just like I hear that music video is. It's just trolling.
Welcome back to the show. So glad that you found my backup for Anna's Thoughts musical parodies here at Anna Speaks Out. Thanks for being here.
So here is what happened to the woman in Iran.
According to members of her family, her mother and her brother, who have spoken to media outside of Iran, they say that Mahsa was arrested on September 13th when she was leaving a subway station in the capital, Tehran. Her brother was with her at the time. She was detained by the morality police. She was then ushered into a van and transported to a police station. And then at that police station, according to the officials here who have since released CCTV footage, she suddenly collapsed. The police say they believe she had pre-existing conditions and that was the cause of the heart attack. Her family have a different version of events. They say she had no pre-existing health issues. She was a healthy 22-year-old woman who was taken and she never left that police station. She was transported to a hospital where she was in a coma for a few days and then she was taken off life support and pronounced dead. Her family has laid her body to rest in her hometown on Saturday morning, and the entire country is demanding an investigation into what actually happened.
So I don't know if I've made it completely clear on my channel over time or not, but I am somebody who is very against third and fourth wave feminism. Honestly, I'm not sure what second wave would count as, but I feel like the beginnings of the feminist movement that gave women the right to vote and equal rights in employment were pretty much the only good things that ever came out of feminism. Although I do have nuanced thoughts about really both of those things, which maybe could be a different video. But everything beyond that, I believe, has pretty much been a cancer on society. So I have long said that, you know, the United States does not need feminism anymore. It's really just been degrading to our country and our culture. On the other hand, places like the Middle East, I feel like they do need a feminist movement. They need people to support their women who are actually being oppressed. And I'm very happy for and proud of the women who are cutting their hair and burning their hijabs currently. I think that's amazing. But I'm also very concerned for them because obviously they're doing it because somebody just got killed for not wearing a hijab. So I just don't see it going well for them, which is very sad. And for that reason, I feel like I would be in support of the United States government going in and supporting this effort, keeping them safe, allowing the ones who want to just leave the Middle East to come seek asylum in the United States or elsewhere, you know, Europe, whatever would be the place closest to them that would be safe. And maybe, just maybe, if they stuck it out long enough and had enough support from our military or maybe other military, they could overthrow the Islamic State. That's definitely a pipe dream, but that would be amazing. And they could get to experience the freedom of religion that we are so blessed with having the privilege of here in the United States. But it's just so insanely ironic and absurd to me that the women in the Middle East are literally fighting to not be killed for simply not wearing a covering on their head. And by contrast, the women here in the United States, obviously not all of them, but too many, are fighting for the right to be allowed to murder their unborn children. Just sit and think about that for a second. Thank you again so much for being here today. Since you liked the video enough to make it all the way to the end, don't forget to click the thumbs up and share with somebody else who would also find it interesting. Leave your comments below and we'll all have a conversation. If you really enjoyed it, check out the description for several different ways that you can support. Have a wonderful night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time zone.